Christian Bale stars in the new Netflix film, The Pale Blue Eye. Let's see if this film is worth your time. Hey everybody, my name is Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services like Netflix. If you guys are like me, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. Veteran detective Augustus Landor investigates a series of grisly murders with the help of a young cadet who will eventually go on to become the world famous author Edgar Allan Poe. So The Pale Blue Eye stars Christian Bale as this detective and Harry Melling as Edgar Allan Poe. I watched the entire film and didn't know who the actor was who played Edgar Allan Poe. It's Dudley from the Harry Potter films.
36, but last year I had 37!
He looks so different grown up, and I'm happy he took on this role because Harry Melling does a great job as Edgar Allan Poe. And I think Christian Bale does a great job too within this film. The overall film is pretty boring. This is a dull film that really doesn't have anything exciting going for it. The film has to manage two different things within this film. It has to manage Christian Bale's character and him investigating these grisly murders. Then on the other hand, it has to also develop Edgar Allan Poe as a character. Have these little quirks and characteristics that we know from Edgar Allan Poe in this film. So it has to do two separate things, and at times it feels like it's not connected between this story of these murders and Edgar Allan Poe and his interests and his development and that development for that character. The two eventually do meet, but everything within this film, I would say up until like the last 15 minutes of the movie, everything is just a sluggish tone. It moves very slowly. It has an interesting story, and the performances are pretty good. The overall tone and the way it moves doesn't provide anything exciting or anything gripping within this film. It's fine just having a string of events and not doing anything to capture your attention or have a story that is absolutely gripping and you're invested in these grisly murders and watching Christian Bale investigate it all and solve these cases. The overall look of the film is really great. The gothic feel to it is there. It shines throughout the movie. With the direction, the costume designs, the set pieces, it screams a gothic film and it looks great. I was impressed with how this film does look. And the performances are pretty good as well. Christian Bale plays a very quiet investigator and Harry Melling as Edgar Allan Poe. You can see those characteristics and him diving deep into this character and bringing those characteristics of Edgar Allan Poe out within the film and his obsession with certain things that we know for Edgar Allan Poe. The last 15 minutes of the film does save it though. Although the last 15 minutes of the film and when we learn some certain motives and who the killer is, it ends up being pretty cliche. But I like what they did with the characters and the story at the end and how they tied characters together and brought moments out and brought some emotional scenes out for these characters. I enjoyed those last 15 minutes and revealing certain things about these characters. But everything else from these grisly murders and the story and its pacing just was off. I had a hard time getting through it. I watched about 20 minutes and then I had to stop. And then I had to rewatch it because I felt like I just didn't feel connected with anything. So I gave it another try. But the performances are good. The set designs, the costume designs, all of that looks great. It has that gothic feel to it. And the end saves the film from it being an absolute boring film. There is a lot of dull moments within here. And the characters don't really do anything exciting. The story is not gripping. It's just kind of moving at a sluggish pace, and it's really hard to get through. But I did like how they developed Edgar Allan Poe throughout the film and him becoming a writer and how he took on this job alongside Christian Bale's character and how that case really influenced him and those characteristics were coming out, and Harry Melling did a great job capturing all of that. It's a great payoff at the end for Edgar Allan Poe as a character, but everything else is just dull. So before I give you my score for The Pale Blue Eye on Netflix, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie-related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. And if you'd like to see where The Pale Blue Eye ranked amongst all the other 2022 releases I have seen last year, follow me on Letterboxd, and there you can find my ranking. I'm going to go ahead and give The Pale Blue Eye a C. Thank you guys for checking my review for The Pale Blue Eye on Netflix. Have you guys seen it by chance? What'd you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.